Welcome back. Today we're touching on a subject I don't even want to deal with, but we're going to tell you anyway. It's border crossings. I got a very good run of luck with the border, and I'm going to try to tell you a couple pointers to help it out for you because it's a very contentious issue. Some people have a whole lot of problem with it. So, what you do is you go on, it doesn't matter if you're going to the States or go to Canada. All you Google is, what am I not allowed to take to Canada? Or what am I not allowed to take to USA? In Google, it'll come right up. It'll tell you exactly what it is. And I'm not going to tell you what's you can take and whatnot because it changes by the day. You have to check by the day because they might say, okay, today we have a problem with bananas, no bananas. Or potatoes or something like that. So you have to check all the time. And before you take a trip, check the border and make sure that you're on. And don't do it at least 5 days ahead of time because then you'll be all right. Now, I have the deepest respect for the border guards, believe me, because I think they got one of the worst jobs in the world, and they're just trying to help you, like, make your life a lot easier. That's all they're doing. That's all they're doing. They're not out there to throw you in jail and all that garbage and take all your money, and they're not that. I have the deepest respect for border guards, American and Canadian. I've never had a problem, ever. So, on that note, I'm going to tell you how I do it. Now, the way that me and Al do it is we know everything in the trailer. We have everything set up so that we know what we can take across the border. And it's that easy. When you come into the border guard, it doesn't, like, I'm going to just tell you stuff. It doesn't matter if you're going to the Canadian one or the American one. It's the same thing. They're all on the same boat. Now, when you go to the border guard and you talk to them, you just don't get nasty or nothing. All you got is a job. They just got a job. Just think you're talking to your mom and say, okay, Sonny, where are you going? Phoenix, Arizona. And how long are you going to be? 6 months. Have you got any money? No. Have you got any booze? No. Have you got any cigarettes? No. Have you got any guns? No. Any ammunition? No. And you make sure you don't have them because they check and they find you're going to jail. But the thing about going across the border is that they have to find cause for them to think that they have to check you. And they will. Like, believe me, they don't want to. But if you answer a question wrong, like a prime example is you go in there and you give them your passport. And they say, oh, where are you living? Arizona. Why is your truck plated in California? Right. Just saying. Or, how old are you? Well, 45. Well, come your passport says 52. You got any money on you? Over $10,000? No. Okay. If you tell them you got 10,001, you just give them all the money. Because you have to look at this stuff. The limit is $10,000. So, only take $10,000. Like when me and Al go over, we never pick up, because we don't smoke, we don't drink. So we don't pick up cigarettes, we don't pick up liquor, and we don't bring back stuff for people. Because when you bring stuff back for people, that goes against you. And like we go down for 6 months, we're only good for $750. So you start picking up this and that and a bottle of liquor and yada yada. Next thing you know, you got it over. And if you got a bottle of liquor, you got liquor? Yeah. You just open the door for them to check it. You got cigarettes? Yeah. They just open the door for that. They can come in and check and make sure that you were down there long enough to have the cigarettes. See what I'm getting at? If you open the door for them, then it opens the door for them. When we go to the border, honest to God, I never take it for granted, believe me. I'm just telling you this once and for all. Is we never take the border for granted, because you just never know. They can ask you some crazy question and then you give them the wrong answer. But me and Al have had a awesome. We've never had an issue ever. So the thing is like, just answer the questions. Don't take nothing with you. Like, check the website before you go. Like, you can't take certain meat, like meats and all that stuff. It's got to be packaged and so on. Like, we go across the border, 90% of the time we have zero food in there except canned stuff. We don't even bring milk across. So that's why when we go across the border, we used to have to stop somewhere and get some food because we can't eat. So that's one way to take it easy, is that you just don't have no food in there. You don't have to purge it out. You just have to make sure you don't have the certain stuff that they're looking for, right? And the big thing is liquor, cigarettes, guns, money, and plants. Those are the big five. And if they answer them and get a no, like, they're not. If you go and answer their questions and they're all yes, they're not going to give one hoot about you. Like, what are they going to gain? Nothing, probably. Like, you think that they want to get out in 100-degree weather and check your vehicle just because I'm Johnny the border guard? Not going to happen. You have to give them just cause. Like, answer a question wrong. Like, oh, I live in California. Why is your truck registered in Arizona? Like, stupid stuff like that. That's, and when they ask you a question, don't go on about it. Yes and no answers. Say, where are you going? Arizona. Whereabouts? Phoenix. Okay? How many days are you going to be? Probably till April. That's it. You're done. Because you answered their questions and you never give them just cause. Got any guns? Nope. Got any ammunition? Nope. Got any cigarettes? Nope. Got any liquor? Nope. They're just going to let you go by. So what I'm trying to get through to your head is that respect them with all the respect you can, because all they're doing is a job and they're trying to make it safe for you and me. That's all they're doing. And the thing is that you just have to do the due diligence and make sure everything's right. Like, always, it doesn't matter who it is. Like, I know they got all kinds of crazy stuff down south with passports and some license and all that. Get a passport. Just get a passport and it's done. Like the dog, we go in and get the dog's paper. And the dog's paper, you have to have a sheet. They'll give you a sheet. And we get it for about usually a month before we go, because that's when we have the appointment, and they'll give it to us for 6 months. Well, as long as the big thing about dogs is that you keep them cool and they're not frothing at the mouth when you cross the border, because that's a sure sign there's something wrong. Now, some dogs, like a bulldog, and some dogs froth at the mouth anyway, but you just have to make sure. And on that note, when you're going into the border and you got a crew cab, put the windows down, because they can't see inside. If they see inside, like, I go and put the windows right down on both sides. And they can see who's in the back. They can see the dog. The dog puts your nose out there and gets petted and everything. And that's what they're looking for. And if you just do a little bit of due diligence, they probably won't even bother you. It's not a big deal. Like, really, it's not. So that's all I'm going to touch on this subject. I probably will never say another word about it. But it's nothing to worry about. Nothing at all.